Hi, chat. Hi, chat. How are y'all doing today? How is everyone doing? Welcome on in. First today was the lovely Smikes, and I also had y'all. Hi, Alex Vixen. I also had a prediction for today that makes me a little bit transparent, I guess. Smikes, good job on catching first. Irish John Games. Hello, Jern. Yan, thank you for the lure. Grimly, welcome home, Grimly. How are you doing, Grimly? Welcome on in. Bean is streaming, but hello, lovely Bean. Guys, go check out Solicitor Bean Art. Yuri, hello, Yuri. How are you doing? BitGamey, hi, BitGamey. Cliff, hit it! Hello, Cliff Alistair McLean. Cliff, how you doing, Cliff? Alex, thank you for the pats, Alex. Athena Cat, hi, Athena Cat. How are you doing, ma'am? Welcome on in. Hello, V Gamers. How you doing, V? Hi, Tarzan. How you doing, Tarzan? Great to see you again. Athena, thank you for hitting that. How you doing, V? Hello, how was everyone today? Guys, there was a prediction before the start of stream, and the prediction was... which shirt? Who is being supported on Belin's shirt? Now, Chad, do you see here it says the term bozo? It's getting a little bit chroma keyed out, but that right there is an amateur archaeologist shirt today, folks. That right there is an amateur archaeologist shirt. No one predicted it. No one predicted it. No one thought that was going to be the breakdown. There was a lot of pull for Thuggy or Boyd's, NMD, even Irish Jern Games. There were lots of thoughts in there. But I am indeed wearing my amateur archaeologist shirt today, folks. I thought it'd be a silly, goofy goober kind of thing to shout out. So, like, why not, right? Why not? That is amateur archaeologist. We'll give her a shout out. And we'll do it like this because I don't actually know how to usually spell the word amateur. So let's see, that is amateur archaeologist. It does not exist. Well, there we go. But, hold on. Let me go ahead and just do the copy and pasta and do that fancy pants shout out. Amateur archaeologist is an archaeology friend of ours. An amazing streamer extraordinaire. Go drop her a follow. There we go. There's the fancy shout out. Tarzan, you doing all right now? Excellent. Tarzan, we got a couple of art pieces to do to y'all. It is Wacom Wednesday. We're going to be doing some live art today. I did a piece today, sketching it, that my mods told me, so we've been playing around with doing recordings of the sketches and like the arts, and the mods asked if I could do the recording when I'm sketching, the original sketch work. And it's something that I've been too terrified to do live on stream. But I was like, you know what? I will try it with it being recorded. So one of the pieces I worked on today, actually I did record while I was doing the sketch work. So we'll see how it will all come together at the end when we finish up the movie and clip it together. But we'll see if it looks terrible or if it's fine. I don't know. The mods assured me it'd only be a small percentage of time. So we're gonna give that a shot. We also have Chat Irish John Games in his house, so you know what that means. We're going to watch the trailer for Rise of Piracy, as we always do with the lovely Irish John Games. And then we're going to get into some artwork, chat. Here is what I ended up doing. I'm going to show you all the sketch layer. 6 or 7 hours now? You're so naughty, Thindall. I even did like some of the original sketches layers as well. I'm even going to show you all the original look to it. Yes, that's a smidge of confidence brewing. Why? Because Thindall, I did a screen recording. We've been doing screen recordings now for the art, and the mods convinced me to do a screen recording of when I'd start the original sketch. Crystal, thank you for the bees! Thank you, Crystal. And so now we're gonna try to do the whole thing with it being recorded. So see, you can see the overlapping layers of here's the original sketch lines. Then when I polished everything up, it looks a lot cleaner with that. So hopefully we'll get it on the recording and it won't look terrible. How is Mike doing, Alex? I hope he's feeling better. 10 days, yes, Music Girl. Music Girl, I hope you're gonna be hungry. Baron Trogan just wanted to pop and say hi. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. You too, Crystal. You too, Crystal. Love your face, Crystal. Yeah, how's Mike doing, Alex? I hope he's doing better. Or he's at least getting on the road to full recovery. We will? Excellent. Music Girl, are we going to order that pizza? Recovering under the supervision of his mom. Okay, good. So no more scary hospital.
Beckin Coochie.
Anything. It sounds like we're all set. Kind of just, it's just the recovery path. Not saying, yeah, it's garbage at frame. I know Thindal. I love your face, Thindal. I hope all you had an awesome. Oh, gotcha. Crystal's all right. It was all right, Crystal. Chinese dinner tonight, noise. Yes, the cannoli pizza music girl. No more hospitals so far. Good. Very good, Alex.
What drink?
Thank you, Tarzan, for the hydrate. I have my fingers crossed for you, Alex, and my toes even. And maybe hair strands as well? Possibly. I, Crystal, don't know what we're having tonight. I don't know. You know who always has delicious food, Crystal? BitGamey. BitGamey always has delicious food. Possibly the most delicious food out there is usually made by BitGamey. Why? Not sure, but BitGamey somehow just knows exactly what to get and when to get it. And I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with it, because BitGamey always does a beautiful job with just everything that he does. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna try everything today. I'm gonna give y'all the whole thing. Food for dinner? Alex, you're not wrong, but what kind of food, Alex? Alex, I want certain foods, but I'm guaranteed you that's not what we're gonna have, because we don't have that kind of stuff. Braidable, never, Thindal. Fried rice and honey. Oh my god, BitGamey, that sounds delicious. That sounds absolutely tremendous. Now, BitGamey, listen. Listen, BitGamey. Can I make a suggestion for you, sir? I know you're not going to do it like this anyway, but if I just may, BitGamey. If you make your own homemade fried rice, BitGamey, okay? And I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you have to. But if you do, don't make it like Lita's mom makes it, which she takes regular rice and pours oil on it. And that's that. Don't do it like that, BitGamey. It's actually very bad for your stomach. Or at least for mine it was. Wear braids, I cut it off. That's beautiful, Thindal. I will never wear braids. I'm not confident enough in myself or who I am to do that. But I'm proud of you, Thindal. Thindal, by the way, you have that... Post that beautiful picture of yourself, anyway, on the Discord. So you can pull off whatever look you want. Now, I, on the other hand... that's a little questionable. That's a little bit questionable, Thindal. Mrs. Gamey made sauce. Oh my god, BitGamey. That sounds delicious. Why? You don't share these photos, BitGamey, of your delicious meal items, sir. I'd love to do that. Currently growing out to do the same. Nice, Tarzan. Pull my hair long, but I'm going to do it at least once. Nice, Tarzan. The only time my hair was super long was during the COVID lockdown, like a big component of that. Whoa, wrong layer. It was extremely long, and at my job, I got actually harassed by professors, like commenting about my hair, which was very strange. And then I had to shoot this video for the place where I got my grant from that I was working off of, and I didn't want them to see how crazy my hair looked, so the video is terrible because it's my hair pulled back, and it looks so goofy goobery trying to hide it. Is there a Hungarian recipe that starts with putting rice? Yes, Cliff, but this is like, imagine if you steamed rice, Cliff, and then you put it into a bowl to serve, and then you pour a ton of like oil on it. Right, so Cliff, it's like not actually what it's supposed to be. Hi, Travel the World. Hi, Lady Lara Croft. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Always had short hair. Decided to screw it. I'm gonna try it once in my life. This started growing it out. Thought about cutting off. Figured why not? Only had 2 times as long, so got 2 times. Oh, 3 feet. Nice then, dog. So there is the character, and yeah. Tend to get yelled at when I talk about fun statistics. Did you know that driving your car really fast decreases the risk of you hitting wildlife? It does also probably, Thindal, increase the likelihood of you crashing into something, another person, a railing system, weather. There's going to be a lot of issues, Thindal. I will not be endorsing that. We had many of the roads for our server. Okay, wait, so what, Lady Lara Croft, what are the roads? What does that mean? Is there, like, you could make custom things? I honestly have just no sense of this game. But Optic requested that this be done, and so that's what we're doing. Spending less time on the road decreases time. That is very true, Thindall. That is very, very true. But Thindall, my suggestion is just drive according to the law. Don't be a naughty boy with the driving methodologies. You know, be a good driver. Thindall, you're in Sweden. They have beautiful freedom. Look, that if we can get the flying cars, then that would fix a lot of things as well. But Thindall, be like your country of Sweden and just be lovely. Be lovely and amazing and rule obeying, Thindall. It's, you know, unless you have a medical emergency, there's no need to speed like that, Thindall. No need to speed. Possibly, potentially. I don't think so. Maybe. But yeah, Sam Porter Bridges. Driving stats, not wearing your seatbelt decreases the risk of you dying in your sleep. That I don't understand, Thindall. A lot of the areas do not have roads or bridges. You can put materials in these machines and they build... Oh, and there are... So, Lady Lara Croft, are you meaning that there's, like, custom servers where you can play with friends and then you as a collective will build bridges and then, like, as a community, you're just, like, constantly building up stuff? If you don't wear your seatbelt, the risk of dying of something else. That is very true, Thindall. Thindall, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Thindall. It does... Thindall, the statistically that you're coming out with today, they're a little scary today, Thindall. Dumb and funny. Well, Thindall, you are signifying death. I don't know how funny that might be. It makes me a little nervous, Thindall, actually. Makes me slightly nervous. Is everything okay, Thindall? Do I need to talk to someone? Do I need to talk to someone? That's why they're silly? They can be silly. They can be silly, Thindall. But I get nervous, Thindall. I get nervous, sir. I don't want you to drive your car like a silly pants. You can talk to me? What do you mean, Thindall? I talk to you all the time. Possibly. Sometimes. We do chat, Thindall. How dare, Thindall? How dare. And then you post in the Discord when you're going live, and it's beautiful, Thindall. Oh, should I talk to someone? No, Thindall. No. I think you're Gucci right now, Thindall. I just get nervous, sir. I get nervous. Yeah, so Sam Porter Bridges is what we're going to start with today. If we continue and get more pieces done, we're going to do some more cinematic masterpiece Antonias for Gwen. Because Gwen requires more Antonias from the Mummy movie. So we'll do more of those. Yeah, that's the rough plan for the day, Chad, on the agenda. Possible programming note change. We were going to have a game night on Saturday. That is looking like that is going to change. It looks like Saturday I might be in New York. Hi, Madoobs. Hello, Madoobs.
Hello there.
It looks like Saturday I might be in New York hanging out with two of my mods. That's NMD96 and Andrew CZ, along with Thug Shells, Towards Night, and a couple of other party people. Lepur, what does Lepur mean? Thindall. Death Stranding is more fun with friends. Watched Solo play and he was bored with the game. Only thing I kept him playing was he liked the scenery. He got to the point where he's actively hunting down the mule, raider, and terrorist camps without caring about the void outs that killing can cause. The countdown for one kind of non-threatening with it 48 hours real time before a body explodes. Oh, gotcha, Alex. Okay, probably not for me then. I'm not very good at online games. That we're probably not gonna be live on Saturday because it looks like I might be going to New York for the day to meet two of our mods, NMD96 and Andrew CZ, plus hang out with Towards Night and the lovely Thug Shells. We might be hanging out with, and some other Thuggy's other mods as well as the plan. Jimmy's got the cooking stream. Oh, that's right, the cooking stream. That I'm so Music Girl. I will put up a lurk in advance. I apologize in advance. I did not want to miss that, but that was the only day I can make the New York trip work. Couldn't do Sunday easily, and then the Antonia. And I'm interested in seeing how it turns out. Thank you so much, Dakum. Dacum, my mods convinced me to record this whole process, like internal in the program, seeing how it looks. So it's not only, we're recording it with, it's the best way of saying it. The whole sketch process, everything's been recorded. So we're going to see at the end a time lapse of the entire piece. And I'm still too nervous to do the sketches live, but this is like the next possible best thing. So even if I can't get the sketches live, but sketching it while it's being recorded is like the next scary thing. So that's the little bit of extra that we're trying to do. So hoping that maybe it'll look okay, or it'll look terrifying. Yes, I recorded the initial sketch part as well in Dacum. I'm being pushed to comfort levels, Dacum. Can even show you the layer. So there's the original, like all the sketch lines. You can see the things are not very clean on there. They're kind of just like loosey-goosey lines that are coming in, and then we're gonna pull it together like that. So like all the extra lines that are cleaned up as well. I did miss some stuff, so we'll work on that. But yeah, coming on together. And I showed you all the sketch that I was working against, so like using it as like a good reference. So trying to anyway, Dak. I'm trying. Irish John, you're beautiful. A handsome devil. What a handsome devil is Irish John. I know, Smikes. Like logically, I get it. It still made me extremely nervous to be able to do that. Even to show you all that original layer, I don't think I've ever shown you all the original layer. Optic!
Hello there.
Hi, Other Bell. Optic, do you know what we're doing today, Optic Nerve? Optic Nerve, do you know what we're doing today, Optic Nerve? Number one, I'm apologizing to Music Girl, Optic Nerve. Profusely apologizing to Music Girl, because I did a baddie. I will be unfortunately missing, it looks like, Jimmy's stream on Saturday. Please, I don't want to get it together, I'm scared. I am scared because I might be a poopy face and going to New York to see Andrew, NMD, Thuggy, Towards Night, and a bunch of other party people. Thank you for the follow, Luciana Cross. Welcome into the colony. How are you doing today? But yeah, Optic. Here it is, Optic. Here it is, Optic Nerve. Hello, Fortuitous Traveler. Welcome on in. Waiting on another PC that was set to be given. Then I fixes. Ooh, what are you fixing on it, Fortuitous Traveler? What are you fixing? How are y'all doing? All right. How are you doing today, my friend? How are you doing? I'm watching parts of Suffering Through the Twitch app. Do you not like the Twitch app, BitGamey? I use the Twitch app all the time. Hi, Ash. Welcome in, Ash. Ash, how are you doing today, Ash? Come on in. Ash, we're finally doing this piece for Optic Nerve. Optic, I don't know how many months he's been patient on this, but this has been something that has been quite a challenge for me, actually. Number one, I know nothing about this video game, Death Stranding, beyond what we learned today. But I was looking up a bunch of sketches to try to get the essence of the character. And then, the pose and just like, and none of it was clicking for me. So it finally clicked. Optic was even like, we could just change it. I'm like, no, you requested it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I see, Bit, I watch a lot on my phone. Like, during the day, I'm probably on my computer, but if you catch me in the evening, you're probably on my phone. And I have absolutely no problem with it. For modding, like, the mod view really isn't, it's not designed for modding, but it's, you know, I could always, like, tune in, say hi to someone, hang out. It's quite lovely. There's a sequel, Optic. It was described to me as you're basically a post officer. Like a postman. Is this correct, Optic Nerve? Are you just a fancy postman? Is that all it is? Then I gotta look. I can solder, troubleshoot, etc. Op check. Gotcha. Some people see it that way. How do you see it, Optic Nerve? Since you're the man of the hour here with the request. How do you see it, guys? Again, go follow Optic Nerve. He is the requester of this piece, and hopefully he will forgive me for taking so long on it. Much like I can hope that Music Girl will forgive me as well for me jumping on and running to New York. Music Girl, I'm sorry, man. We're gonna hang out in. The plan right now is to hang out in Central Park, and Thuggy's gonna be just rapping to people. And through all the story itself, the delivery was just part of the journey. Okay. Based on the description, does not sound lovely. Fancy postman thinks, do you call work with a gentleman? Do you work with a gentleman? I have no idea, Fortuitous Traveler. No idea. Possibly? Potentially? Enjoy. Yes, the new song Money was lovely. Ash. Killer new song. We'll give Miss Shells a shout out as well. But yeah, that's my rough weekend plan. So we again have been planning a game night for Saturday, but I think we're gonna have to postpone that. And then next Saturday, I'm actually hanging out with Music Girl and Jimmy B and possibly NMD and Andrew, who are all coming here for a barbecue. Hi, Quoth the Raven. Quoth, I'm gonna drive to the tip of New Jersey. That's where Towards Night lives, and then we're gonna go into the city together that evening. Tired brain, but not tired body, so no focus or concentration. I got you, Med Dibs. Happens to me too, Med Dibs, a lot. But yeah, next Saturday, y'all, will also be no stream, because that's the day that we're gonna be having a nice, relaxing time. Jimmy and Music Girl are coming in for a vacation. Not to vacation with us. We're not that fun, but they're stopping on their way. Big Gamey, thank you, Lord. Big Gamey. Should be a lot of fun. Can't drive in New York City. I thought LA was bad. Always train it. So, honestly, Quoth, I didn't find New York that bad. My worst driving city experience is probably Boston, and that is because of how the roads are. Like, they're former cattle trails versus like they're not designed for cars, and it's not on a grid system, and so it's the roads change widths as you're driving, and there's like no intuitive way of how it works, and so that was always been my least favorite driving experience. I do hate Boston anyways, Nakim, but that's due to emotional reasons, not because of the city itself. Need to push yourself? You got this, Med. Hi, Moo Hoodles! Moo, if the recording worked, I'll actually be able to show the entire process of this sketch as a recording. As a time-lapse, Moo. Possibly Moo. Potentially Moo. Once you get used to it a little better, but still horrible. I don't ever want to get used to it, Smikes, because I love you, but I don't ever. Only went with Band Junior to Boston's on bus, so you didn't drive. Blessed. What is Arizona like? Hot, Hugh. Very hot. I've been there once, Hugh. Got lost on a subway. I'm not. That can happen. That can happen. Guys, go check out Moo Hoodles. Moo Hoodles is a legendary SciCom streamer extraordinaire who streamed 10 hours on Monday, y'all. She streamed 10 hours. She's gonna do like a little bitty stream, and all of a sudden she streamed for 10 hours. Epic Sam, thank you for the lurk. Boston, yeah, it terrified me. Lady Lara Croft, I'm not a fan of Atlanta driving either. Yeah, Moo, we're gonna put it up on like the idea is for like TikToks and Insta Reels and all that kind of jazz. And they call it Arizona because it's Arizona. No, they call it Arizona after General Ares, and it's his Ona. He is the Ona of the Ares, I believe. Oh, Moo, you come in here, you say hi, you get a shout out. You know how this works, Moo Hoodles. Don't you dare, Moo Hoodles. Don't you dare. Amateur Archaeologist, yes, this is a lovely shirt, isn't it, ma'am? We'll get you another Fancy Man shout out as well. Happened to be there during a Scientology convention, so my band director didn't let it. Oh, Quad, that stinks. That stinks, Quad. I'm so sorry. Y'all, I have this shirt here. I know, but Moo, listen, Moo, I love your face, and thank you for all you do, Moo Hoodles. Chap, I got this shirt from Amateur Archaeologist's store. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the link to Amateur Archaeologist's store. Because we're going to have a little PSA. We're going to have a little announcement here, chat, for the merchandise for Amateur Archaeologist. The Amateur, as you can see by her founder's badge, has been here with the colony since the beginning of time in terms of just like being here, right? That's why she has that founder's badge. She is not... There's a new indie movie coming up, Dacum. There's a new Indiana Jones movie coming up, and that means we really need to have an Indiana Jones character. I know, Dacum, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. But we do have Gwen's cinematic masterpiece favorite here. Vintage Lego in my attic. Matt, I have a vintage Lego set by my feet. Why? My little brother sent it to me. He claimed most of my Legos, but he saw this one set and he knew that it was my favorite. Well, actually, it's my second favorite. My most favorite is his pirate ship set, and that you know he kept for himself. But this is like some kind of like it's a villager set that comes with the pirates. And I got it in Hungary, like in the early 90s. And so one day I want to put it back together. I thought that'd be kind of fun to do. And we even found the instructions online of like how to put it together. That'd be kind of neat to be able to do. Before sets really happened? Nice. Yeah, this is a set, so it's not that fancy. 70s Lego. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. I don't have... some of our Lego friends might know about those because we've got a fair number in the Lego building community. Those are always really cool, I think. You're old? No, you're not, Med Dibs. Med Dibs, we might nerf that comment. Unless you don't mean it as like a negative. We don't do the only person who can self-deprecate here is me. And Music Girl can self-deprecate me as well, but beyond that, like no one else. And the mods, always, all the mods. Music Girl in particular. She's very well versed at how to do that without making you feel like poopy pants. You almost, when Music Girl tells you like that you're being a silly poopy face, you always want to tell her thank you for pointing it out. Like she's just very, very good at it, you know? Right now, Music Girl's like, really? I've never heard of this. Never heard of this at all. And it's, you know, it's fine. It's fine, Music Girl. What are you? Oh, you're just breathtaking.
Music Girl, please! I don't want to get it together. I'm scared.
Yeah, Music Girl, you're Music Girl. When you call people out, they inevitably tell you thank you. It's just a thing, Music Girl. Exactly, Osman. Exactly. That's all. That's all it is. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty awesome. That works. Excellent. Optic, I hope the pose for this is alright. Very much that does not make it true. Okay, I gotcha. As long as you're okay with yourself, that's the most important. Which my students thank me for calling them out. Listen, Music Girl, I can talk to them. I'll talk to them. Be like, hello, children. Do y'all know about our friendo, Music Girl?
No, I don't know anything, Music Girl.
And be like, all right, well, she's also known as Beep. And she teaches you life lessons that are very important to listen to. Do you want to end up like this person? And then we show off some person.
Like, oh my god, that's scary.
It is very scary, little one. If you don't want to end up like that, please listen to Music Girl.
I'm scared, though.
Don't be scared, little child. She's there to protect you, to bring you love in your life, and to teach you the right from the wrong.
Okay.
And then we're all Gucci. It's all done, Music Girl. See, it's very simple to get those children on your side. Maybe. Possibly. Music Girl, I'm scared. Again. But I'm trying to come up with the answer for you, ma'am. I'm trying to come up with the answer for you. I do a good cousin. Oh, nice, Mad. Med, in the text box, it cut off the word "it" for a second. All I saw was I do a good cousin impression, and I'm like, what on earth is a cousin impression? But cousin it as the impression makes it far more sense. Kids are ruthless. I would probably make fun of that. You can laugh at their grade all the way too. Like, oh, you don't think that's funny? You don't think that's nice? Well, here's your F. Only call out the wrongs in business or at work. Outside of that, approach the one made sad and give wisdom. Some are pretty domineering tone and volume, whether they realize or not. Oh, absolutely fortuitous, Traveler. Yeah, it's a fine balancing act to actually make a difference in someone's life when you quote call them out. Like, it could be destructive or it might actually be beneficial, right? More, I was just highlighting the music girl is breathtaking. And she actually has never called me a dummy item. She may have wanted to, but she's never actually done it yet. Although it's just, I'm sure it's a moment. It's just a little bit of time before we get to that. And if it were, you know what? It would probably be justified. Justified. I think so too from what oh yeah, no, she's awesome, fortuitous. Yeah. No, I would never, this stream is not the one where I'd say something like, oh, she calls me out, but like I make it anything negative. Like I only highlight people in positive ways here, fortuitous. We never, if you hear me and it's like maybe he's joking, like about it's probably just me being a little bit silly, and I apologize for that confusion. No, Music Girl is absolutely wonderful. Usually if I threaten their grade, they listen because they say, do you know how embarrassing it is to explain to my parents that I'm failing band? And you can be like, no, tell me. I'm actually really good at this. I have all my degrees in it, so you can tell me how it feels, because I would have no idea. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely fortuitous. Kids can be so brutal. I have to be homeschooled, even university. Never attended class because most of my professors would meet with me one-on-one. Just had to go for a test. Who is it? So, Gwen, this was requested by Optic Nerve. Not as amateur archaeologist. That's just amateur archaeologist is a merch store. This is what Optic wanted, Gwen. This character from the video game Death Stranding called Sam Porter Bridges. It is apparently you play a mailman in a post-apocalyptic world. And it was a redeem, Gwen, from Optic. And it was he spent 100,000 channel points, Gwen, and I have not been I did a very bad job, Gwen, in terms of like when I should have actually done. So yeah, that's why we're working on him today, because it's been a long enough time, Gwen, where I'm embarrassed of how long of a time it's been. Because like it should have been much sooner. Thank you, Music Girl. He's a man that sometimes has mail, so mailman. I mean, that's fortuitous. Today is Wacom Wednesday. It is a day that we do science artwork. We have a lot of our science communication characters, our model organisms that we've designed. They are organisms that are studied in a research lab. Our main character is an ant called Antonia, and today we're doing a couple of Antonias, and this is one that was a viewer redeem. We have our friend Optic Nerve here in the chat. Optic Nerve, what he requested was a Sam Porter Bridges Antonia. This is based on the video game Death Stranding. So that is what we are doing today, that character. So everyone, welcome on in. If you did get a subscription also from the lovely members of the colony, you do now have access to a bunch of GIFs and a bunch of sounds that you can hit, like this and like these, and you can trigger crazy things to happen on the screen, such as maybe like Star Wars. Aosin says, okay, no secret, I try to show love. I'm no paleontologist, but I love playing in the dirt right down that cliff. I'm coming for you, help raise above. I come after you and my greatest big of hugs. We roll down that hill, you just laugh. We lay there in the grass, your love, not able to grasp. It seems so infinite, there was never a question. It was definitive, even in the dark. I not care, raining, I will lay next to you, staring up at those stars. That what you are, where dreams start. Aosin, that was beautiful. Very beautiful, Aosin. Very well. Did you just write that, Aosin? Did you just write that? Very beautiful. Sleep well, Thindal. Sleep well, Thindal. 2:15 in the morning, Thindal, sleep well! Did you stop playing the video game, Thindal? Are you still playing? Are you still playing? But again, Raiders, welcome on in. This is who we're working on today. Again, a viewer redeem. I actually have never played this video game before, but I was told by Optic Nerve that I should try this video game, and then people was telling me that it was essentially you play a postman carrying deliverables to other places. You know, it's something. 316. Ooh, stink in my rear. Good morning, stink in my rear. Welcome on in for your morning show, stink in my rear. But yes, Optic Nerve is telling me that it's not so much a mailman-like game, but it feels very mailman-like.
Voila.
Voila, indeed, Fortuitous Traveler. But everyone, again, welcome on in. Thank y'all so much, Danny, for the raid. Again, y'all, if you're not checking out Professor Danny Anduza, go drop him that follow. Single greatest science communicator on the internet. Go follow Professor Danny Anduza, y'all. Go follow Danny. But again, y'all, this is who we're working on today. If you have any ant questions, science questions, ask away. We do a variety of streams, like the intro trailer said. We do microscopy, science art, deep dive in scientific topics, science news of the week, and much, much more. It's great to have y'all here. Very great to have y'all here. And also, as the video said, both my wife and I, who run the channel, we got our PhDs in molecular and systems biology from Dartmouth, and we also got our master's degrees in biology and public health, respectively, from Emory University. So we commentate primarily on biological sciences. That is where our expertise lies. But welcome on in. It's great to have y'all here. And again, we're just working on this Sam Porter Bridges piece for the lovely Optic Nerve, hopefully making him proud. He's trying to. I think Optic's a little frustrated because everyone keeps telling me it's a mailman game, but maybe Optic will convince me otherwise, that it's not just a mailman game, but it's a lovely game. And Optic, the pose that I picked out for this, he looks like he's a little like inquisitive, so I think we might use it as like an inquisitive emoji that it could be used for. Like the voila, that Fortuitous Traveler, that sound alert was requested by one of the very first VIPs of the channel, our friend Ubi, and he really wanted a voila sound alert, and so he thought that folks would enjoy it, and so we put it in over a year ago now. Not a lot of people use it, but I haven't nerfed it because I feel like it's, you know, maybe sometimes someone will come in and appreciate it, and so I'm glad that you like it, Fortuitous Traveler. That keeps, makes it so that I'm like, all right, we can keep it in then. If someone is enjoying it, we'll keep it in that sound alert. Eventually, I'll have to trim some down, but we do trim down the redemptions sometimes. The Ubi, so Fortuitous, here's the best part. His name isn't even really Ubi. It's ub_Iorx. And I just misread his name the first time as UBI, and so I just called him Ubi, and maybe 6 months later, he was like, so that's not actually my name. But by that point, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Should I change it? He's like, no. It's become our thing. I don't want you to change it. I just wanted you to know. I'm like, oh. The one I use the most, it's short, and I used to say voila all the time. Nice. It's a good turn of phrase, I think. Kodali, thank you for contributing to the challenge. Yes, we do have a theme song, for those of y'all who don't know. A theme song performed by the lovely Thug Shells. And we have created a brand new music video. We played the old one at the beginning of the stream. The new one is a multi-level effort, ranging from Master Smikes to myself to Thuggy to Celestial Beanart and many more, who have together we've contributed on this music video, and it is absolutely amazing. It's not my name, but don't want you to ruin your flow. It does, yeah. It happens. It happens. But here's the band so far.
SciAnts. We had experimental science. We're curious, not judgmental. Always good vibes. When science on screen. Time to learn live with SciAnts.
And the new music video is absolutely gorgeous. Smikes even put in the rice plant playing the glass harp. And it looks lovely. He's hidden. He's a little bit hidden away because there's a lot of band members at this stage. However, I think it looks quite dashing, even. Quite dashing, if you will. Hopefully this looks dashing for Optic Nerve as well. Thug's been trying to catch her again forever not. Yes, Aosfin, she did the theme song. At the beginning of every stream, we play the music video, but there's also redemption in the chat if you wanted the music video played and it's not during the beginning. You can hit the redemption and that will play it for you, the music video. And again, guys, the person we're talking about is the one, the legendary Thug Shells. Go follow her. Musical genius extraordinaire. Go check out Thuggy. So you let us say it, however, I'll tell people, make up a name if they don't want to call me by my real one. Pages of nicknames. I got you, Fortuitous Traveler. I was not intending to get the name wrong. I just misread names sometimes, and if you don't correct me, then it just gets ingrained in my head. And yeah, unfortunately it does happen. It does happen. Urban inspiration for my own silly poems. Nice, Aosfin. I did like your poem. It was quite lovely. I hope you saved it, Aosfin. I hope you saved it. That's something, Aosfin, if you wanted to, you can also throw into the Discord if you'd like. It's cool you vibe like that. Yeah, he hasn't been around for a while. He had some, unfortunately, he's been sick. But I check in on him now and again to make sure that he's doing okay. Because I worry about him, especially, you know, if you've had someone in your community for a long time, like they're there every single day, and then they're gone. You know, sometimes life gets in the way. You don't ever have to be here. It made me very nervous because he never missed a stream, and he was here for from the beginning to the end of it, and then, you know, he's just gone. And so I reached out to him after a month. I was like, hey, I just want to make sure you're okay. And he's like, yeah, I'm just in the hospital. I'm like, oh my god, let me know if you need anything. Never just right in the moment after a clear clipboard gone. Aosfin, if you maybe write those down too somewhere. Keep even if you're on your phone or something, in the notes app, just throw them in there and just have a running tally. Be kind of cool to just have them together. And then you can, you know, when you put together a book or something one day, you just already have a collection ready to go. It'd be kind of neat. Alright, so at least we're getting the colors. Optic, are we alright on the colors? I took the color swatches from a couple of references, and I'm hoping that they're the right colors for the character. Okay, sweet. Disappears because life stuff, eventually survive and resurface. Yeah, no worries, Fortuitous. No worries at all. This was, again, he'd been every day for 6 months without missing, and then gone, just silent for weeks. And he actually hasn't come back since. Still dealing with a lot of hospital stuff, and I just worry. Again, not from a pressure standpoint of being here. It was just one where I just worried. And yeah, that's all. Optic, I'm again so very sorry this took so long. Optic Nerve. I don't know what my hesitancy was on it and my fear of it, but I apologize, Optic Nerve. I'm glad that we finally got around to it. By we, I mean that I finally got around to it. I do some longer prose. I usually draw a picture to go with. Most poems I write for friends online take 5 to 10 minutes. Longer prose take 2 days. Oh, very cool, yes, man. I only did poetry once in we had a high school. In high school, there was one of our courses for English. There was a whole unit on poems. And there was this thing called... Oh, gosh, I can't even remember now what it was called. Essentially, it was like a magazine at the end of the school year where you can submit writing pieces. Maybe it was even called like the Writing Magazine or something like that. And then if you had any short stories or poetry or whatnot, you can submit to that magazine for the school, and then you can be featured in it. And I did submit one poem that I was okay with the subject matter being King Arthur. Open set, I didn't gain appreciation for poetry until college when I got the right instructor who got me hooked. I have never been hooked to open set. I've always appreciated it, but never been like all about it. Guys, go check out Open Set, musician extraordinaire. Love your face, Open Set. How you doing? Oh, that was Optic Nerve. I'm so sorry. Go follow Optic Nerve as well, and then we'll get Open Set that follow. I am so sorry, Open Set. Here I'm like talking you up, and then I click the button. We'll get you that shout out too. But go follow Optic Nerve too, because this is his piece that we're working on today. Enjoying the return of free time with student exams finished up. I know, Open, I know they're not expected. I know they're not necessary. It's just something that happens here. And we just do that. If I ever not, it's because I all of a sudden got preoccupied with something and it's not intentional. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I sometimes get a little forgetful. Especially when my dad brain has been kicking in. With the little, although she was a very cool baby last night. Lita wasn't feeling well, and I gave her bath and did everything, and she was very, very cool. And then she slept pretty well throughout the night too. Watching today's match highlights, this Man City team you streamed. Yes, Gwen, we will be streaming the final. Gwen, I streamed today the match itself, but I know you were busy. We're talking about the Champions League for those who weren't in. We usually, if you like Champions League and football, I usually streaming the match in the Discord. Baby bath, Lenina, baby bath time terrifies me. Do you know why? Because what if I get the wrong temperature and I either make her very uncomfortable with it being cold, or heaven forbid if I like burn her or something with it being too hot. Lenina, I am terrified of baby bath time. Because what if I hurt her? And that is my nightmare, Lenina. And so usually, if I'm bathing her, I'll ask Lita to get the water ready because I'm that nervous. I couldn't do it last night because she was not feeling well. And so I did it, but man, Zen, hi Zen. I know the elbow is the trick, but Zen, I was still terrified. And every time I've gotten the water for her, she's been fine. Like, it's never been an issue. But I'm just really scared. I'm really scared. But Gwen, Chad, we're talking about the Champions League, and yes, Gwen, we will stream. We'll have a watch party of the final. I think that would be a lot of fun. I figured Man City were gonna go through to the final. Based on last week, I didn't think it was gonna be so definitive. Gwen, like today was like, I'm sorry, Real Madrid had nothing on them today. It was slightly embarrassing, I would say. Like, there was just nothing on their goal. There was maybe like one Ederson defense that really happened, and beyond that, like one good save and nothing beyond that. Always measure the temp with my wrist. The eldest really like warm up. So Linnea, she is very silly about this, guys. Here now we can do the shout out for Open Set as well. There we go. If it's warm in the room, then she doesn't want her usual warm bath. It's almost a little too cold. She's like very fussy on all the temperatures. So we turn on the AC so that it could be an ambient temperature of 72, and then she's back to liking her mostly warm baths. But it's like it's a big balancing act to make sure that it's the right warmth, and like, I don't know. She's very picky. She's very temperature sensitive, like I am, where she prefers many temperatures over others. Yeah, she's a little picky. She's a little picky. Other people hold my child, me too fragile. Nope, scared, even though I know how to be. Yeah, fortuitous. It's anyone else's child. It's like, yeah, this is fine. It's my kiddo. Oh my god, no. Everything's terrible. Although, fortuitous, Music Girl has held my child, and Music Girl did a great job. Music Girl did a great job holding the kiddo. I think Andrew might be here when he's here next week. He might hold the little one too. Maybe even Jimmy B will hold the little one. I'll have to ask Music Girl if he has slippery fingers. If he does, then we might ask him to be careful. NMD will ride if she doesn't get to hold her and Cannoli. So Cannoli Smikes, interestingly enough, really does not like being held. She's become much better about like hanging out with you, but the holding, like you've seen her, like when I brought her in, she's not all about being held. I'm sure NMD will be respectful of Holy Cannoli, but we'll have to see if she's able to hold her or not. Chat, that's another person to go follow, is the lovely and amazing NMD96. Go check out NMD. A little better at it these days after being dubbed Godfather a few times. Usually sit first before moving them. Makes sense, yeah, fortuitous. When I was a kid, so when I was 8 is when my sister was born. 12 with my brother, and I remember when we came home from the hospital with Dory, my parents put her in their room and like had the monitor on. She was crying from the room, but the parents were in the kitchen, and all of a sudden from the kitchen they hear silence, and they're like, oh no, what just happened? And so they came rushing into the room, and apparently I was in there and I had taken her out of her crib and was like, what? She was crying. And they were very nervous, let's say. Like, okay, let's put the baby down. Let's put the baby down. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't think they were that pleased. Which, understandable, an 8-year-old grabbing your baby is probably not what you want to do, but yeah. There we go. Coming together, y'all. Dackham hasn't told me to save yet, so I have to remember myself to hit the save. Make sure I'm saving this. I couldn't imagine if Optic just all died. And Music Girl, welcome back! Music Girl, blah, 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 blah. Or kiddos grabbing puppies and kittens. Yeah, fortuitous. That's something that I've always been really nervous about, is anyone holding a pet as well. Hi, Yogurt Girl! Yogurt, how are you feeling? Are you ready, Yogurt Girl? Are you ready? Are you ready, Yogurt Girl? Are you going to go and ready to do all the things, Yogurt Girl? Thank you, Dackham, for the save, Dackham. Thank you, Dackham. Chat, if you're not already checking out the lovely and amazing Yogurt Girl, she is a supermodel across the country, Canada. For everywhere from Saskatchewan to Quebec to Montreal to Edmonton to Toronto and much more. Y'all, please go follow the lovely, amazing, the breathtaking Yogurt Girl. I love
SciAnts know you. You're the cutest. I know that you deserve it, Juno. You a star over here. I reverse the card like Uno.
You're breathtaking.
The lovely yoga girl is going on a beautiful vacation. And she is going through what most of us go through, which is Hi Crux! What most of us go through, which is very unfortunate that when you're getting ready for a vacation, it could be very stressful. Finishing up the packing and making sure that everything is ready and together. And that is the current state that Yoga Girl is also in, which is, I know, frustrating because it shouldn't be like that. And yet it is, Yogurt. How are you doing? Or is the stress going down, Yogurt Girl? Yogurt is going elsewhere in Canada. Oh, is that British Columbia? Or before Christ? She's either time traveling or she's going somewhere in Canada, Gwen. I thought she was going somewhere in Canada, but she could be time traveling. A bit better now. It's amazing power of rhythm. I can put on my brother's tracks. Oh, very nice, Med. Very nice. Stress slightly lower, still packing. How are the cats? Are they ready for your trip, Music Girl? Or Yoga Girl? Are they ready for your trip? 20-30 minutes on my shift, and I can head home. Excellent, Crux. Crux, has it been a madhouse on your first day back? I hope it hasn't been too crazy, Crux. I hope you're able to at least catch your breath a little bit, my friend. They know something's up. Does your mom come over Yogurt, or do they go to, like, somewhere special? Time travel? I know, fortuitous. I don't know where Yogurt Girl is going in time, but when she says BC, my head's like, well, either you're time traveling or you're going to somewhere in Canada. My mom and sister are going to take turns feeding noise. On my second day back, first day, I saw over 9,000 people almost. Wow, Crux. Crux, that's... Oh, I'm so sorry. What a vacation, right? That's not even a... Like, you need a day, like a day off from your first day back, I feel. Like, I know you can handle it, but like... Say I've seen it by 1.3. At least it's gone down, but that's still a lot, Crux. Yogurt, we're doing a piece for Optic Nerve, so Optic redeemed that custom Antonia. Yogurt, I'm embarrassed to say I don't even remember when he redeemed it, but it was long enough ago where it's a little cringy of how long it's taken me. And so we're doing that today, Yogurt Girl. It's from the video game Death Stranding. The character Sam Porter Bridges. Apparently, Yogurt, you play a postman in a post-apocalyptic world delivering items to people. So some kind of postman. Optic claims that's not the case. Others claim that is the case. Yeah. So that's kind of the dealio with that. I'll show you in a moment, Yoga Girl, the zoom out. So there, she's got her the postman's bag right there. There's some kind of spinning hand thing. I don't know, Optic, what the spinning hand does, but it spins and lights up. Optic will tell me the lore. And she looks inquisitive. Yes. Why did I don't know, Yogurt. We want the inquisitive look. I thought it might be a cool inquisitive thing. Like animation or emoji or something. Spinning hand looks like a personal fan for a hot day. It senses his surroundings. Okay. Is it like Optic for like heat or radiation? Like if you can go into a certain area? A scanner. Okay. Gotcha. And listen, open set. All good postmen have a personal fan. Beyond their favorite place to deliver mail to. Not just that kind of fan. But yeah, Yogurt, the mods convinced me to do a time-lapse recording of this piece. So I started the recording when I was doing the original sketches. And, so we'll have the whole time-lapse of the original sketch and the colors added in and the whole thing. So that might be kind of neat. I've never done it, Yoga Girl, like that, because I'm still nervous to even do the original sketch on the stream. But the whole item was is gonna be time lapsed. So we'll see how horrifying it looks when it's time lapsed. It is yogurt, but it's Blint's nerves were still acting on it. Like, yeah. Also, Yogurt Girl. I have to apologize to Music Girl continuously today because I'm going to New York, it looks like, on Saturday to hang out with Andrew and NMD and Thug Shells and Towards Night, and I'm going to be missing Jimmy B's cooking stream. There he is, the man with the Jimmy B 93!
Bum, bum, bum. Got any grapes?
Jimmy, I'm so sorry. Mr. B, I am so sorry. I know, I'm a monster. How was marching? Was your cause supported by the government? How was the march? Tell me all the things. Guys, if you're not checking out HJMB93, go check him out. He is an amazing, a legendary streamer extraordinaire, leader of the concert hall. He also plays a Fall Guys master. He plays a lot of community games. He's a musical instructor. He sings, he dances, he does all the things. Follow Jimmy B93. And on Saturday, he's going to be cooking for his 900 followers celebration stream. What is he doing for 1,000? He's going to be doing a 46-hour stream. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. Puts a nerve. Listen, Music Girl, you know I'm going to be apologizing anyway when you're here about how I'm a monster. Jimmy, I'm going to put up a lurk for you before I go Saturday morning. It's not 100% confirmed, but it's looking like it is. And so then I can apologize in advance. I'm so sorry, my friend. It's the only day that I would be able to go up to New York and visit the friendos. All the sorry. Because Music Girl... Thuggy goes back on Wednesday, so it had to be before Wednesday. And Sunday didn't work for us, so I was the only one I could do. It's all good. I know, but I'm so sorry, Jimmy. We're back in New York City, even though my vacation will be awesome too. Yeah, but Yogurt. Mine will be cooler, Yogurt. Maybe. Probably not, Yogurt. But here's the thing, Yogurt Garrel. As long as you bounce twice, Yogurt Garrel, on your trip, just like boing boing, I can give you a pass that you didn't come see us. That you went to time travel instead. Otherwise, with Gucci. Totally Gucci. Jimmy, you know the video game Death Stranding? That is the Antonia that we're making today, Jimmy. It's this Sam Porter Bridges character that Optic Nerve requested, Jimmy. And that's who we're working on tonight. Optic had requested this so many moons ago. It's terrible. Battery getting low. We'll do some spare device. Do some switching. Excellent. Thank you, Fortuitous. Thank you, Fortuitous Traveler. Yeah, so Gwen, that's it. I believe the game night will be postponed. I don't have 100% confirmation, but it looks like on Saturday morning I'll head to New York to hang out with the crew, and then we'll be back late Saturday night, so we have to postpone the game night. And we're gonna miss Jimmy's cooking stream. I'm very sad about. West Coast. Wait, are you really gonna be in? Oh yes, because you're going BC. That's right. Marching practice was good today. Only one other practice before the first set of parades. Where are you going, Jimmy? Like, what cause are you parading for? Jimmy, like, are you going to the State House for the parade? Or, like, where are you protesting? Or is this a different kind of parade, Jimmy? Jimmy, I have to make sure, Jimmy. The Canada Long Weekend, is this one coming? Oh, I got you, Yogurt. Yogurt, so is Monday also a holiday then, Yogurt Garrel? Like a Canadian holiday? I think that's where I was getting a disconnect from. Memorial Day, oh, is next weekend, that's right. But not in Canada. They don't have Memorial Day because they don't have freedom, right? Victoria Day, is that a queen or is that a Beanie Baby? Oh, Jimmy is marching in. Wait, hold on, Music Girl. I thought y'all are. No, wait, Music Girl, you said Jimmy's marching in Memorial Day? Does that mean his march is on Memorial Day? Hi, Goothe! Welcome in, Goothe. The old queen. Look, I'm not ageist, Yogurt Girl. I'm not going to call anyone by that old. We can just call her just Queen. It's okay. It's okay, Yogurt Girl. Hi, Goothe! How you doing, Goothe? Long dead. Well, I mean, there's short dead ones as well, Yogurt. I'm not going to comment on her height. I haven't seen her recently, Yogurt Girl. When is the Jimmy? When is the parade? And why are you protesting Memorial Day? Also known officially here as May 24 after cases of beer that has 24 beers in it. Oh, wait, Dakum, why do you drink so much? See you on Saturday, leave Sunday. Oh, got you, Music Girl. For some reason, I thought that y'all would be able to get Memorial's Day off because you know how you work most of the year because, you know, you're educators and you're underpaid and undervalued and you get pizza parties to support you, which is kind of insane to me. I thought that maybe you'd get a holiday off and maybe you'd, you know, do the parade earlier. It's fine. Jimmy got a pack of gum. Well, listen. That I understand, Music Girl, because Jimmy's a first year. He's a brand new professor. Right? He should just be grateful that he's there. He doesn't... You get the pizza party, because you've been there for many years. And it's like, alright, you get the pizza party. We're going the extra mile. Jimmy, listen. What kind of gum? Like, how long does the flavor last in the gum? Is it the gum that can, like, keep the flavor for a few minutes? Or is it the one that after, like, 3 chews, you're gone? Guys, seen Upper Man told us we see you, and that was it. Quat the Raven. When I went in every day during COVID to feed our ants, do you know what I was told? Quath, I was told that I'm a hero. They even put up a big banner that says you're a hero, Quath the Raven. You know what that translated to in my bank account? Nothing. No change. It's extra gum? Oh, God. Jimmy, I am so sorry. I will cook extra for you. Just like the gum, I will cook extra for you. Jimmy, I'm not pleased about this at all, Jimmy. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. Gum. My goodness. Educators should be given more free rein creative aspects of instilling learning. Swallow paper. Yeah, I mean, fortuitous. There's so many... like kids who don't learn the exact same way. Imagine if the educator would be given a little bit of free rein to identify what they think would work best. No trees were cut down, sending this image a large number of electrons. They were. Hi, Icy Poke. Welcome in. Fruit Stripe's best gum. Only it. You are not wrong, Optic, but neither is Fortuitous. It is a very, very good 1.2 seconds. Like, there is a good hit of flavor. But as soon as it's there, it's gone. Like, you know, near instantaneously. Like, it's over. But I just, yeah, like, I wish it could last longer. Go. So, Jimmy, if you're still there, I imagine that this kind of thank you that you got is almost the equivalent of if I served you fish when you come here. Chad, if you don't know, Jimmy B93 does not much care for fish. And so... we would not want to give him fish when he came. My friend is a music director, and the director of his band is a super small town. He hasn't left yet because he feels the kids need him. I love it. Quoth, it's beautiful, but it could also be really frustrating to be like that committed, unfortunately. My dad's in a similar boat, like with his medical students. Like, he loves the medical students, and he thinks it's important for him to stay, but he's so frustrated by the bureaucratic aspect of it that he can barely teach his students what he feels like they need. Oh, the music girl doesn't like the fish. One of y'all I know didn't like the fish. Told me that I know, but yeah, that's Quoth. That's the hard part. When you have someone who cares, that's who you want as the educator, but then sometimes they don't necessarily do what's best for them. They fight for the students, and it's just really frustrating. Jimmy, do you want me to make you fish? Is this a Jimmy request for fish? I'm sorry, music girl. I just lump the two of you together now and be like, okay, there is no fish when the bees come. Just want there to be joy in your heart, music girl. So you can forgive me for missing the cooking stream. By the way, we should have not any fish. Don't eat fish. Jimmy doesn't eat watermelon. I can excuse the fish, but Jimmy, watermelon? Jimmy, how did you live your summers as a kid? All children just eat watermelon as in the summer. Would I say no to fish? No. Am I asking you to go out of your way to make fish just for me? Yes. Okay. Sounds good. Is salmon alright, Jimmy? Jimmy, have you ever had a salmon burger, Jimmy B? A salmon burger, Jimmy B. It is one of the most unique burgers in like a very good way. Watermelon flavor things, absolutely. The fruit itself, it's mid. No, Jimmy, on a really hot day, right, where you need to be some hydration. It really hits the spot, Jimmy. I won't make you any salmon, Smikes. Don't think. Hold on. Woo, thank you, Dacum. You're so sweet, Dacum. Would eat entire. Okay, so I need to get a watermelon as well. Okay. I don't think my sister got anything. Actually, she moves to Kansas for BIL's residency. She's going to be a substitute teacher. See if she that helps with the burnout wants to go back full time. Oh, gotcha, Quad. How long is it? Hydration, is that what water for? Yeah, but this is sweet water, Jimmy. It's like sugar plus water. Not insufficient unless it's fresh out the fryer sometimes. Have texture and temperature issues depending. Oh, I got you on that. Fortuitous. That's why I can't eat beans, because of texture issues. Okay, so you want the cannoli pizza, you want a watermelon, and you want fish. Okay. And then Andrew wants burgers, hot dogs, and steak. I think I want something in there as well. And then Lita will have vegetables and the fake burger. Okay. Just keep me posted, Music Girl, if you want anything else. Oh yeah, NMD wants cheese as well. Poor kitty. No, not that one, Optic. Not the kitty being made into a pizza. Optic Nerve, how dare. How dare, Optic Nerve. How dare. Just cheese? Listen, Smikes. You might find this silly.
Where's my drink?
What drink?
But Wegmans has a really good cheese selection. Thank you for the hydrate, bud. Quoth, there is a pizza place near us. And they make a cannoli pizza. And it is absolutely delicious. Quoth. Like, it has the canola stuffing on it. It has, like, the little toppings on there as well. It's a very good crust, but it's different from the regular pizza crust that they have. So it's particularly designed for a dessert pizza. They also have a Nutella pizza, Quoth. They have both a Nutella pizza and the cannoli one. And they're quite good. And these are what I forgot to add, so let's go ahead and add these in. There we go. I need to go travel. You're like only 2.5 hours away. I mean, Quath. Exactly. There we go. Okay, now I can remove these. There's my straight lines here. Time for you to try to sleep. Have some good sleep, Med. Thank you for hanging with us. Appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, Hugh, thank you for the light. Energy drink and sour candy, eyes glazed and drool. Oh, that is pretty tasty, fortuitous. That is pretty tasty. Your friend's making my tummy growl. I must not immediately ruin the fact that I already did dishes by cooking again. I never forgive you. Well, Eosfin, did you eat something that you wanted to eat, or did you eat something that you kind of had to eat? Because see, if it was you kind of had to eat, then maybe you have to go back and cook again. If you know, if all of a sudden you're craving a little something extra, right? I'm sure that's how it works, right? Sometimes, possibly. Go. All right, it's coming together. Why is there a meeting in New York? Thuggy concert. So Thuggy's not performing at a concert. She's traveling, Gwen. She's in Toronto now, and then she's just kind of hitting up a couple of different places, and it's this unofficial meetup that we're doing in New York, and it's just she's gonna be there. And so Andrew flew out from Ohio to be there. Towards Night lives in Jersey, so he's already there. Our friend Schmakeys, who's a Thuggy mod, flew out from Germany, so it's just kind of a meet and hang and chill and meet people and just have like a nice time together. It's something I had to eat. It's supposed to take my meds empty. Yeah, same, Aosfin. I get that. Me too. Can't take the meds on an empty stomach. But Gwen, I think the plan is on Saturday that we go to Central Park, and she's just going to be performing throughout Central Park, which will, I think, be really, really cool. Apparently, 2 families got into a physical fight at Disney World over who got to take a picture. Yeah, Quath, that's nothing new. Quath, my friend, are you shocked? Quath the Raven, we have to have a chat if you're shocked about that. That happens all the time. That happens all the time. And Quath, you are also invited if you wanted to come meet us at I don't know the timing of things yet, so I just know we're gonna be in the afternoon in Central Park. But should be fun. I'm very excited. Like silly levels of excited, y'all. Silly levels of excited. Yeah, Gwen, I've been to New York twice. That was with Lita, and we went and saw the musical that she really likes both times, and it was just like a quick weekend trip. This isn't gonna be anything long for me either. I'm coming back that evening. It's like an hour and a half drive. It's not bad at all. But still, it'll be fun to just like go around the Central Park area and hang out with the frienders, if you will. I'm very excited. Wouldn't say shocked or even surprised, but I get you, Quaff. Like it's redonkulous enough where you're like, this shouldn't happen, but then it does happen. You're like, I still don't understand why this happens. I get it, Quaff. I get it. I'm in a similar place on that front. Yeah, Aosfin, it should be a blast. I've actually met Andrew IRL. Thank you for the Moo Hoodles for hanging out with us. Thank you, Moo. Moo, have a great stream yourself, madame. Appreciate the heck out of you. For being part of the colony, Moo Hoodles. Speaking of being part of the colony, folks, make sure to join up on the Discord as well. If you want to see any of the shenanigantery that will be happening over the weekend, I'm sure we'll be posting some pictures on the Discord as well. No, not the cursed emote. The cursed emote, we're fine. Gwen, we are fine without the cursed emote. We don't need to see the cursed emote. It does the water be cursed emote? No, it's okay, Gwen. It's okay. We don't need to do the cursed emote. See, Moo even forgot about it. Moo's like, I don't even know. I got rid of the emote. I got rid of there it is. Thank you, Moo. Thank you, Moo Hoodles. When I go to the Harry Potter store. Wait, is there a Harry Potter store? And have an Edgar Allan Poe restaurant. Really? Quaff, that sounds amazing. I have to read about that. My sister loves Edgar Allan Poe to the point, Quaff, where she has a giant puzzle of Edgar Allan Poe framed in her room still. And I had no idea there's a Harry Potter store. I need to talk to you about this, Quaff. Be honest, Groy. Thank you for tourist travel. So yeah, Quaff. I know a bunch of Poe, not just because of like I've read it, but my sister like has the completed works of Edgar Allan Poe. She has a stuffed animal Edgar Allan Poe. I think I can't remember if she crocheted or if someone else crocheted. Thank you, Zach. Hi, Melanol. Patch my hair. I think it's the music. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Melanol. I have a Nevermore tattoo. Wait, okay, Quaff. Do you have as in Quaff the Raven Nevermore, like Nevermore from Edgar Allan Poe tattoo, or Nevermore as in the school in Wednesday? Big statue of Poe in Boston, the financial district. I do not remember, Smikes. We did not actually go a lot to the city. Because that's not where elitist folks were. Alright, time to add y'all some our layer merging. And clean up. And then we'll have done poor Optic's piece. Somehow Optic has forgiven me. How? Don't know. But I thank you, Optic Nerve. I thank you, Optic Nerve, for your kindness and your patience. Nevermore Raven. Oh, cool, Quath. Very cool. Post almost. Snoop Boys! His house. Hi, Boys. Hi, Kennedy. Welcome on in. Boys Cause the Fab, how are you doing today, guys? If you're not checking out Legendary Boys Cause the Fab, please go check out Boys Cause the Fab. Boys Cause the Fab is an amazing maker of extraordinaire.
Look at its little feetsies!
Wood creator, crafter extraordinaire, most handsome man in the state of Texas, just an absolute legend. Please go check out Boyd's Custom Fab. Little Birdie also told me that he has merch, chat, that he has lovely merchandise. In addition to handmade makers and crafting items, he also has really cool t-shirts available. Smikes is far too fast. Thank you, Smikes. Guys, go check out all the things there. Go check out all the things with Boyd's. Boyd's yesterday, y'all. I didn't realize, but he had a voice changer on yesterday during his stream. Because the stream went down, and then he was working on a bowl using a different camera, and we heard either his modified voice or his IRL voice. It was very fast. I wasn't exactly sure what was happening. It alters. It does. There was a lot of alterations there. Poe Cottage is in the Bronx. Okay. I don't think we'll be out that far, Quath, but that's maybe next time to definitely check out. Because I think we're primarily just hitting up Central Park. All those fumes. Boy, the bowls looked amazing, though. I loved seeing you put the finish on them. Did you get the computer back up and running, Boyds? Was it just like a simple, silly item that it did, or is it a little bit nerfed? I hope not. We're doing a postal worker today, Boyds, from the video game Death Stranding. Power blinked 5 times last night. I hope you don't have a tornado or something coming, right? Was it, so last night, Gwen, Boyd's had a chipmunk voice from all the fumes that he was inhaling. He was also on the on his phone instead of the usual camera, so the phone plus all the fumes, and
He said it like this. Hi, everybody.
it was wild. Gwen, I was shocked because Gwen, he went from the computer, which had like, you know, the regular cameras and everything, to his phone, and it was just like he was adding like. Gwen, I'll show you. I'll show you, Gwen. Okay, I will show you. Gwen, have you played the game? I have not played the game. Everything I know about it is from chat today, or from what I researched online. Gracie Cat, thank you, Lord. Gracie Cat. Gracie Cat. We also love Gracie Cat here, folks. Gracie Cat is an absolute legend. Legend is Gracie Cat. Technically, it's about evolution. I have not... See, I don't even know that optic. I have to look into this more. Watch some of the gameplay, not played it. Same here, Abra. I maybe have seen some of the gameplay. I cannot remember it. But most of it I just know from Optic. And I'm like, Optic tells me to do this. Okay, that's how we're doing it. Actually, Optic... Because one of my holdups was I was like, I have no idea where to even start with this. Because I haven't played the game, so I didn't know what to actually be looking for. And so Optic gave me the reference image to kind of like what to base things off of. And so that was kind of the starting point. And then we, of course, always add a little bit of, you know, keep the Antonia flair going as well. But yeah, this is what we're working on today. If we have time, we'll work on some cinematic masterpiece Antonias. So our lovely and amazing friend Gwendolyn P, who's here in chat. Gwen loves The Mummy almost as much as I do. And she also deems that as a cinematic masterpiece. And so she really wants... Exactly, Tactics. Hi, Tactics! She wanted some of the other characters, not just Imhotep, created and ready to go. Animate a little larva popping up in the bubble, waving while he thinks. Wait, where's the bubble, though? Optic? You love The Mummy too? Excellent, Fortuitous Traveler. Then Fortuitous Traveler, you hit the exclamation point cinematic, and you will trigger that Mummy redemption. The chest. Oh, is that what that is? Optic. Optic, I had no idea. Optic, this is why I was nervous, because I have no idea about this game. Is that normally where the baby's in there? Life-size canister of that baby BB in canister. And Fortuitous, you don't... It doesn't have to be just once. Have fun, Fortuitous. And Fortuitous Traveler, there's all of these that you can now do. Like one Gwen did, but there's all of these. There's seasonal ones as well that are not active right now, and they're also not in the they're not in the queue, so they're not even listed there. But the mods can trigger the secret ones. And guys, if you want a secret, that's not so much a secret. Go follow our friend, the Best Thing and Amazing, toss a coin to your Twitcher, artist extraordinaire, historian, and coin necklace maker. Please go follow our friend. Toss a coin to your Twitcher, O Valley of Plenty. Awesome, thank you, Optic. Optic, I'll pull it up once we're done with this to see how correct or poorly I ended up doing on this. Like, worried I'm, like, ruining Optic's, like, you know, what he really enjoys in this game. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin. I did not mean to ruin. Whole thing. It's a whole thing, Optic. But I use it most of the time contacts. So I used it, voila. Try not to bore. No worries. Fortuitous. If, oh, you can't add an extra. Most of them don't allow an extra term on the command, and that's just, I could reprogram it, but that's just how it's programmed in the SAMI board. So you just have to only have the command by itself. The BFF lets you tag someone, and there's a couple of other ones, but most of them don't allow another tag. And that's just to make it a little bit easier. Because then I have to add a bunch of extra variances into the code. There's BOP. So I think it's exclamation point B-O-P or B-O-O-P. Relurk, and you aren't ruining it, in my opinion. Wait, what are we ruining? Epic with Sam, I'm totally lost now. Oh, Optic's Dream? Yeah, I hope not. There we go. That one, Fortuitous. Yeah, you can do that one. That one's got the boop. Yep, that one. Oh, okay. Thank you, Epic Sam. Thank you, Epic Sam. Bye, Epic Sam. The lovely and amazing Epic of Sam. Sam's very epic, y'all, if you didn't know. Go. Alright, we're pulling it together, y'all.
Freeze and enhance.
I'm trying, Fortuitous. I'm trying to enhance it. There we go. My Figma figure. I haven't opened it yet. Still designing an echo tank for it. What does an echo tank mean? Optic, like you're designing an extra piece for it, or is it like that's like a container you're holding it in? Or is it both, Optic? I think most of the body's done, so we're gonna switch to the head now. Fix that up. A terrarium for it. Oh, cool, Optic. Very cool. Are you 3D printing the components?
Huge shout out to SciAnts. SciAnts. So all of science, but especially to science streams.
That's Fortuitous. An old GIF that I left because I love it. That's when that was the animation for when we were doing our partner Poosh. Now we're doing the ambassador Poosh, Fortuitous. So you have a Poosh 2 is the one that's for the ambassador Poosh. And it's not Poosh 2 Electric Boogaloo. Live Plants and Moss is going to have him inside a clear tank with false walls. So he's technically... Oh, gotcha, Optic. I wasn't sure if you were building it in there. Really, Banana? That's really cool. That's really, really cool, Banana. Appreciate you. How you doing today? Haven't seen some of these from last time I was hanging around. Yeah, no worries. Fortuitous. Enjoy. Use them. Feel free to play. Banana, is he related to Ben? Of the Dover tribe? Curious. Like how creepy yeah, so I saw some of the baby looks to it, Optic, earlier. Like looking online, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on in here. Like, so I wasn't gonna... I just had no idea what to even do with it. I'm like, hey, there's a baby here. This isn't like similar.
Who let the ants out?
Cool. All right, Optic.
Let's go!
We'll look at it at the end and see again, like, did I nail it at all? We'll see. Go, getting the eye done. A nerdy gremlin? Blueberry, you okay? Blueberry, you Gucci? Everything Gucci, Blueberry? Blueberry, is everything Gucci, Blueberry? My gremlin, no sleep. Oh, gotcha, Blueberry. I apologize.
Gucci.
As long as you're okay, Blueberry, that's all that matters. I get the no sleep, Blueberry. I get the no sleep.
It's Gucci, eh?
Travel the world. Travel the world, you are Gucci.
Gucci, baby.
You too, Epic of Sam. Guys, let's get a shout out for the lovely Epic of Sam. Almost hit the shield button on there. That would not have been helpful. That would have not... Epic of Sam, why would you have hit the shield button? Very gremlin. Gotcha. Baby holds the memories and history of previous generation. You can connect it to experience... Oh, and gets the ability to
You
sense
Gucci? I'm Gucci.
baddies in the area. Okay, cool, Optic. I like that. You like chaos? Yeah, Epic of Sam. I don't want to hit the shield button. That's
Fucking Gucci.
a bit too much chaos. I did when it came out, Epic of Sam, the shield, because I like to manually type in when I'm about to do the shout out and the shield shows up first. And so I did hit the shield several times at the beginning. Using the memories of the bridge babies to bring back the planet. Oh, gotcha, Optic. Hi, Winsing. Winsing, how are you doing? Welcome on in, friendo. We are rounding out an Antonia for Optic Nerd.
One of us.
Called Sam Porter Bridges from the video game Death Stranding. We reconnect the U.S. to a grid that allowed them to communicate again. That doesn't sound like a postman at all, Optic. Does not sound like a postman at all, Optic Nerve. Doesn't make sense. Optic Nerve, I'm confused, Optic Nerve. Confused.
Bullet the science guy. Bullet the science guy.
SciAnts rules.
Bullet the science guy.
SciAnts is a partner on Twitch. With lovely wife Lita.
Bullet the science guy.
Thank you, Drive of the World. That was by Celestial Bean Art. If you liked what she just did, go follow Celestial Bean Art. Absolute legend. She's an artist extraordinaire. Go check out the lovely Bean. Now, I didn't shield, but I know you love it when I hit the shield button. Epic of Sam. Epic of Sam, I know you're here for the chaos. Alright, I need a color gradient. Optic, what color gradient is usually with this character? Are we talking yellows? Are we talking purples? Are we talking greens? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Optic Nerve. What color schematic? Blacks, dark blues, golds, reds, oranges. What kind of color world? It's rock and grass. Okay. I gotta say, because I know I didn't know what happened with Debs today. I hope she's all right. Is that... Hi, More. Is that Optic on point? More, we're doing a custom Antonia today of Death Stranding. Guys, if you're not checking out More, Go check out the one. Oh, 39 seconds more and more. In 39 seconds more and more, I will be able to give you a fans fan shout out more and more. I've never played it. I heard it's like a postman. Green low. Okay, I can do that. Oh, come on. Is that more on point, Optic? Maybe I'll do a slight angle.
Where's my drink?
What drink?
Something like that. Thank you, Traveler World, for the hydrate. That also eye spots as well. We go. Guys, if you're not checking out Lovely and Amazing More and More, please go follow More and More. Resident Evil expert, gamer, interviewer, and just all-around friendo. Please go follow More and More.
There's five Kevins.
Kevin Costner's the post on that poor Sam. Rod Pod, thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the colony. How you doing today, Rod Pod? All right, grab the logo. All right, what do we think? For the moment, I'm gonna save it.
One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us! One of us!
He's triggered to be postman. I mean Optic. I would kind of think that would be a little bit funny, no? That'd be funny, Optic Nerve? Q Jar Jar be animated at some point, Gwen. I've got a lot on the docket in terms of the animation stuff, and I've been a little bit backlogged, in part because, just like with all the repairs and stuff happening, I think at some point my goal is to animate most of these, Gwen. I just need to, like, make all the time for it. Does anyone know by the chance the aspect ratio that you use for Instagram? I have no idea. Travel the World, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you, Travel the World. Far too kind, Travel the World. Far too kind. Thank you, Travel the World. A random message to chat on screen. So Optic, there are ways to do that. I don't know how to do that. There are some codes that you can put into it. But I don't know how to do it. Optic, I'm sorry. All right, well, it's okay. I looked at the video. We can look at the whole thing in a second. Hold on. Let's actually figure out where it's saved. Antonia's. We can actually see how it turned out. Oh, what do I know? We can actually look at the whole thing. All right, here it is, Optic. It's kind of neat, right, to have it done like that. I like that we did this. Yawns and Small Bean, have a good sleep, Blueberry. Blueberry, get some good sleep, Blueberry. I only started doing this because of the mods suggesting that we do this, and I feel like it worked. I feel like it actually works. Okay, save this. Boop. All right, and let's compare with Optic's images. Let's compare Optic's images that Optic sent.
SciAnts, know you're the cutest. I know that you deserve it.
No,
You a star over here. I'll reverse the card like Uno.
You're breathtaking.
So Optic sent, here's the character. I see now the baby in here, but there's the clothing. There's Gwen, there's the mailman clothing. So is Optic, you said this is the thing that's going to be going into the chamber and protected from the elements? Will this be the item, Optic Nerve? Okay, cool. Nice, Optic. And then I see. Okay, so that's the chamber that he has strapped along him. Hi, Michael R. Hassler. How you doing, Michael R. Hassler? Is this one as well? Oh my goodness. So Optic, you really like this game. Okay, so this isn't just like is Optic, is this one of your favorite games? I see you have the Funko and then like this big chamber for it as well. Nice. Okay, cool, Optic. And then this is the big one as well. Nice. Okay. Cool. Well, hopefully, Optic, I did you at least partially proud, Optic Nerve. In terms of making making your favorite, or your human into
You don't understand. You don't understand. If you understood, you wouldn't understand.
into an ant. Speaking of understanding, folks, if you want to understand life and how to be a better human, go check out our friend, the amazingly breathtaking Irish John Games. We love Jern here. We love Jern. He's a creator of the game Rise of Piracy, and it was the best places to hang out. Go follow Jern. Go follow Jern, chat. Yeah, I think it turned out all right.
It's morbid time.
Morbid time.
This is the way.
Not bad. Need that in a hoodie and Optic Nerd. My friend, that would have to be a custom order. I think you'd be the only person who would order this. You would pay. You'd be the only person who would want this. I want to be a better Ferengi. Did I say that, Michael Hassel? Did I say that right? Are you talking about the Star Trek character? That because if you are, then I'm impressed with myself. Then I was able to tell the spelling. Chat, let's do another one. I'm gonna give y'all an option. Give you a honk, fortuitous traveler. Give y'all a 1 minute poll. This is for Gwen. Which one? Do y'all want to do Ardeth Bay, which is this character here, or Evie from The Mummy? Y'all have a 1 minute poll. Go ahead and vote on which one to do. So this is Ardeth Bay, and then this is Evie. Both from the cinematic masterpiece, The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, Rich Wise, Arnold Voss, Lou, and Odin Fair. We already have 2 of the characters done. We have Brendan Fraser's Mummy done, and we also have The Mummy done. And so now it's either going to be Ardeth Bay or Evie to do. Pretty sure there's a way to offer... Yes, so Optic, we can do a custom order for you. But listing it on the website...
Look at his little feetsies!
I think it would... I don't know if anyone else would be interested in Optic, but we can 100% make it happen for you. You did summon the tardigrade. Yeah, NMD, if you're in the background, it was a naughty person. It's fine. It's okay. With the feetsies, there's lots of feetsies. Guys, get those votes in. Who's going to win? Evie. All right, Evie won. Hi, Miss Fancy. I don't know who you're saying hi to, Miss Fancy. Yes, Evie is Evelyn. Evelyn O'Connell. How you doing? I have time. Yes. Small in the front. You want both Optic? You want to zip up Optic? Optic, can you message me this? The details, zip up or hood or like full sweater material, and then what color and what size and front and back sizing, like all those deets, and then we can get you a quote. Guys, Feline Fancy is here. She said hi to most amazing streamer and friend. I don't know who she's saying hi to because I am anything but amazing. But you know who is amazing is the lovely Feline Fancy, aka Miss Feline Fancy Extraordinaire. Guys, go follow Feline Fancy. She is a legend, absolutely breathtaking soul. Miss Fancy is a streamer extraordinaire who streams Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. She had a lovely stream today. She'll have another lovely stream on Friday. Guys, go check out Feline Fancy. Also, go check out her merch store. She just had her first raffle today in stream of stickers. Stickers for Miss Fancy. Stickers for Miss Fancy were given away at today's stream. Guys, go check out the lovely, amazing Miss Feline Fancy. Feline, how are you doing today? We finished a piece, Miss Fancy. This is for Optic Nerve. Optic Nerve wanted this Sam Porter Bridges. This is a character from Death Stranding, the video game. And this is what Optic Nerve wanted for completion. So this is what we did for Optic. 100,000 channel points. And we got it done. And we got it done. We got it done, Feline. And now we're going to work on Evelyn O'Connell, the character from The Mummy, and The Mummy Returns. Thank you. Does it make sense? Optic, I will look after the stream, and then I'll ask Lita, because she is the one who understands that whole system, Optic. I do not. And Smikes also understands the system. I also do not. No, you, Feline? Feline, what are you eating for dinner? Miss Feline Fancy. Miss Fancy, what are you having?
You don't understand. You don't understand. If you understood, you wouldn't understand.
Optic, when's your birthday? When's your birthday, Optic Nerve? You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but I'm just curious. Curious, even. No, Optic. Optic, do you know who else's birthday is on June 5th, Optic Nerve? Gumbo, minus the rice, because people eat in the house. They don't eat rice? Oh. I got you, Feline. Yeah, Optic, there's someone else's birthday in the community on June 5th. Now, Optic Nerve, my brother's birthday is on June 6th. And our wedding anniversary is on June 7th. It's delicious. I'm glad it's delicious, Feline. It sounds really tasty. Miss Fancy, I have no idea what we're having for dinner tonight. But I cannot tell you the last time I had gumbo. That must have been over a decade ago. Optic, it's also my birthday. My birthday is also June 5th, Optic Nerve. Fricassee, ooh, that does sound lovely. Shut the front door! I know, Optic. Optic, I feel like we should have known this about each other. That we shared a birthday. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I didn't know this, Optic Nerve. Cook a mean gumbo? Noise, fortuitous traveler. That's amazing. Optic, who have I shared a birthday with that I've met? There was a girl who called me ugly. Bless you, Blueberry.
Sorry.
There was a girl who called me ugly that I shared a birthday with, and a kid who was in the grade above me in high school. Are the two people that I've shared a birthday with. It was at a dance, Optic Nerve, and I just wanted to dance with her, and yeah, she said no because I was ugly, and we shared a birthday.
Sorry.
Was that Mustache Girl? Wait, hold on, Optic. Have I said... No, she did not have a mustache. Optic, have I made that joke? I can't remember, Optic. Oh, the girl. Oh, I see. No. That was a different one. That was one I actually dated. Oh, no, sorry. No. That's not the one. No, I got you now, Optic. That one, she was on the swim team. the one who kept me from growing a mustache, and she went to a different high school, and I knew better than to ever ask her to a dance. Given the comments that I was like, we're just gonna avoid that one. We're just gonna avoid that one. You know, we're not even gonna engage with that.
There's five Kevins.
5 Kevins, apparently. Prove it wrong. Did I? Oh, because the mustache plays? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if she's seen the picture optic. The other one that I share the birthday with is probably still correct. You know, because...
Gucci.
Yeah. Gucci indeed, Blueberry. And remember, folks, if you like the Gucci sound alert, anyone can submit a Gucci. There is a channel in the Discord. There's a channel in the Discord to submit your very own Gucci. If you would like. Poor Dacum has not yet submitted a Gucci. But one day she will submit a Gucci and it'll be glorious. Want to dance? Said yes. Look around. Plenty of options and walked away. As for that's in my opinion, for high school memory. Oh, I got you on that one too. Yeah. Feels very familiar. Thank you, Dacum, for the nerf. Thank you, Blueberry, for the nerf as well. Go. And we are
Freeze and enhance.
Thank you, Fortuitous. I am recording this one's progress as well. However, a fair number of the ones that have been sketched out, like I didn't do any recording of the sketching part, so we'll have to eventually pull it together. And auto bleep, no. So Dacum, that has to be on my end. I have to be the one to set that up, and currently I don't have any bleeps put in. I don't know if it can do auto, Dacum, like it. I believe you have to press a button for it to be able to trigger. Although it would be cool if it can have one. Because, Dacum, if it could trigger when anyone says sorry, that I think would be hilarious in the chat. A long day? I feel on that, Thank you, Fortuitous Traveler. That Fortuitous is from the classic TV show Gargoyles, a 90s silver screen cinematic masterpiece, which I'm working on a secret project for y'all for that. So Dacum, keep your eyes on the Discord, and for a new redemption that's coming in the next few weeks. Fortuitous, type !LIVE, live, or live, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And you'll see something that you might like, Fortuitous.
The spell is broken, and we live again.
And Dacum, in the next few weeks, I'm planning on something special for you.
Gotcha!
A new redemption, Dacum, with you in mind. Been hard at work in the background on it, Dacum. Not happy with it yet. Not ready to roll it out yet. Once the secret part of it is done, actually getting into OBS, will be a little difficult, but I have the vision for what I want, and hopefully it'll be a good thing. Sympathy pizza, always. There's so many good pizzas, Feline, that you can get. Never enough time to consume all the pizzas. But the good thing about pizza is, Feline, even cold pizza is good. Even bad pizza isn't that bad. Like, it's like, you know what? It's totally edible. And then you go ahead and eat it. And then it's okay. Even though you're a little bit sad about the state of the pizza, it's like, you know what? It's still a pretty good pizza. And at the end of the day, what more can we ask for than just, like, mediocre pizza? Sometimes. Silly Hat Man! Silly Hat Man, you bring me so much joy. Guys, Silly Hat Man. Silly Hat, do you stream, by the way? I don't know if you do. Silly Hat Man has one of the best names on Twitch. Silly Hat Man is a mod. No, I don't stream. I'm going to shout out Trey then. Silly Hat Man is a mod over at Plain Old Trey's stream. Go follow him. Or go follow Trey so you can see Silly Hat Man. We love Trey here, and we love Silly Hat Man. How you doing tonight, Silly Hat Man? No cooking, no set. Double bonus after 11 hours. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Dacum. Never enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. Not wrong, Fortuitous Traveler. Not wrong. Go follow Trey so you can see amazing. See me, yes. Well, I mean, Silly Hat Man, right? And then you can hear things like this.
I like your pants around your pants.
That is the lovely Plain Old Trey singing a song about pants around your pants. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious.
Shut up, Wesley.
Indeed. Silly Hat Man, we just, I don't know if you ever played the game, oh my goodness. Dead Rising? Right, Optic? That's what it's called, right? Optic, now I've totally spaced. Sam Porter Bridges from that game. We finished an Antonia of that. So we finished this one up, and I think turned out okay. So now we're working on a cinematic masterpiece, Antonia. That's the Mummy. Oh no, Optic, is it Death Stranding is the game? Did I mess up the name of the game? I may have messed up the name of the game. Okay, it is. I do. So, Silly Hat Man, I don't usually play on stream. When we do play games on stream, it's usually in some kind of scientific context. Like, if we play Empires of the Undergrowth, where you're as ants, or we play Grounded or some of these other things, we dissect some of the science behind it. Offline, yeah. So right now, I was playing the Resident Evil 4 remake, the new God of War, were the two big ones that I'm currently gaming. But yeah, those are the big ones right now. I don't have the new Legend of Zelda, as Trey has, because I haven't yet beaten the original, the first one that came out on the Switch. Maybe if I beat the first one, I'll get it on the Switch, but I'm not rushing to get to that one, because I'm more into the other ones that I'm currently playing. Colony Sam's, that's looking very cool. Oh, the Empire's game is great, Optic. There's some scientific inaccuracies in it, but it is quite a well done game. You're trying to build a super ant by acquiring the characteristics of it, which it like from a gene like the way they explain it doesn't make any sense, but it's still kind of cool. No, you are amazing, Silly Hat Man, actually. Silly Hat Man, I'm going to actually know you on you, Silly Hat Man.
SciAnts know you. You're the cutest. I know that you deserve it, Juno. You a star over here. I'll reverse the card like Uno.
You're breathtaking.
I did enjoy Silly Hat Man on the Switch, the new Pokemon Snap. Lita and I really enjoyed that. We played it a lot together as well. Just like passing back and forth the controller and trying to get the optimal picture. Silly, but It's a fun game. It was very relaxing. Breath of the Wild was fun. Played for 18 hours straight on someone else's system. Unlocked all the towers. Nice. Fortuitous. Hi, Humbler John. Guys, go check out the living amazing Humbler John, making crafter extraordinaire is Humbler John. Humbler John, I hope you're doing well tonight, my friend. Welcome on it. Nice shirt. Yes, it is chroma keying out, but it is amateur archaeologist's shirt. Not her shirt, as in I didn't take her shirt. Her shirt, as in from her merch store. I did not take her shirt, y'all. I purchased his shirt. And yes, Humbler John, it didn't register to me about the chroma key until after I set up OBS and had stuff ready to go. I was like, you know what? I want to show off her shirt anyway, and if I'm getting a little bit chroma keyed out, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Possible, potentially. Of course! Have a good one, Humbler John. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, hopefully Gwen will approve of Evelyn O'Connell here. I'll make sure that Gwen likes these, y'all, because cinematic masterpiece Antonia is... They're not the most common things ever. There's only a few movies that are so amazing. Hopefully Gwen likes it. She have a library see, Gwen, that would have been a funny detail to add in. No, she's not allowed next to the library anymore. Given what she did with the last library that she worked at. No, she doesn't. She had her library card rescinded. It was a whole to-do with the curator of the museum. Yeah, anything but Gucci, Gwen. That was the most un-Gucci even that she could have done. Go. I'm just fixing up some of the lines here. Go. Is that better? Yeah, that looks like it fixes some of those issues. I do like the idea though, Gwen. I just think for the lore, and also that guy died. So even although she is actually, Gwen, in the sequel, she's a curator at the British Museum. I guess that probably doesn't require a library card. She probably has like a special pass for it. There's a lot of questions now, Gwen. See, this is why they need to make the 4th movie, Gwen, so we can ask these hard-hitting questions and we can really get down to the lore behind like what happened with Evie's library card. Didn't watch the second one, and the third just half when The Rock should have bailed. Don't worry, Gwen, we will watch it together. And Gwen, the reason that The Rock looks so poor in The Mummy Returns is because they ran out of time to do the animation for it. So it wasn't... Because I always saw the running joke was like, oh, how terrible animations were in 2002. But it's actually because the animators ran out of time. And they were just like, this is what we're putting out. We don't have any time for delays. This is it. And, yeah, that's how it ended up being, which is too bad. Because I feel like they could have, like, the rest of the animation in the movie is so well done. Like, the Anubis warriors and everything, that it just does not make sense as to why it's such a poor looking, character model. Right, well, the Scorpion King movie, though, toss a coin to your Twitcher, was supposed to be a prequel to the story of the Akkadian that was the Scorpion King and how he came to be the Scorpion King. Since then, they've had a bunch of movies on that front as well. I think there's like 5 or 6 Scorpion King movies. Hi, Dig Batty. How you doing, Dig Batty 72? Welcome on in, friendo. Dig, we're working on a second piece of the night.
In dreams, one is not tethered by earthly limitations.
Sleep well, Blueberry.
What does that mean?
Come.
Sleep well, Blueberry. Thank you for hanging with us. So, Dig, this is one of our, quote, cinematic masterpiece Antonias. It is a Evie from The Mummy that we're working on. And then we also did Death Stranding Sam Porter Bridges as well. They could, Dig. They 100% could. My hope is they do a 4th Mummy. So we did these characters already, Dig. We did a Rick O'Connell, and then we did a the actual Mummy character. Those are the 2 that we've done so far, and so we're doing Evie right now, and then we're gonna do Ardeth Bay as well, and then we might do Jonathan too. I haven't decided if we're gonna do Jonathan, but that's one possibility. Now is Rockhold name? Well, but Dig, The Rock wouldn't show up right in that movie because there would be no reason for the Rock to show up. I don't think, because like he was killed. I guess, I mean, look, they could always bring someone back. The original one, why are these 3D printable? So Dig, we do have 3D stuff, but none of these are 3Ds. Who's next? Yes. So Gwen, this one, Ardeth Bay's character, the super handsome one, as you say. Oh. Beyond Brendan Fraser's, of course, Gwen. Yeah, exactly. And then the only one that I haven't had an idea on is Jonathan, the brother. Maybe we'll do one of them as well. Make Jabba's palace scene with all the Antonia characters. So Dig, I like the idea of that. Right now, Dig, I kind of have that for some of the properties that we've done. So we've worked on this month is Star Wars month. So Dig, we're doing a bunch of the Star Wars characters as Antonia, so I can show you what that looks like. And then we'll be doing Marvel for the month of June, and we'll be doing DC for the month of July. But like, here's all the the Star Wars ones. There's Ellie down there as well, the Nematode character, but that's also one of the Star Wars characters that we did. And so we'll be doing more Star Wars characters on Sunday, and then Dig, you might like this one. Dig, if you wanted to keep up to date on the arts that we do, on the Discord there's a channel that just has like all the pieces that we upload on there. Let's see, Gwen says, isn't Benny more important than John? We have to do a Benny. We might have to do a Benny, Gwen. Kevin is an aspergillus fungus. So aspergillus, toss a coin to your Twitcher, causes aspergillosis, which is a lung infection. It has a lot of comorbidity. So if you have some kind of lung infection already, aspergillus can easily colonize. It's in the air around you, so you can't really get away from it. It's studied in research lab for meiosis, which is a type of sexual cell division, as well as for it being a pathogen. And so that's why we have Kevin to teach us about those biological principles. So it's a little bit scary. And he's beloved by many people. He's also not always beloved by some people. Alex Vixen and Smikes like to eat him. But I don't know. I like Kevin. I think he's lovely. Yes, although cute here is that, yes, exactly. We try to make all the characters look cute, but yes, he is a deadly little guy. And in nature, they don't have a sex. It's just we call him Kevin. Why do we call him Kevin? I have no idea. I think Lita and I were just sitting around one day and we just decided to just call him Kevin, and that's what stuck. It didn't make any sense at the time. It still makes no sense, but you know what? That's okay. Because we like to have fun. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Going. Hi, Captain Coder. Happy Wacom Wednesday. Happy Wacom Wednesday to you too, Captain Coder. Captain Coder, have you played the game Death Stranding? That's the Antonia that we finished to begin with tonight. That was a redemption for Optic Nerve. And now we're working on the character Evelyn O'Connor from the movie The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. Not played it, but I've seen it played. Let me show you. There is the character that we just did. Death Stranding free on Epic. Is it any good, Silly Hat Man? I get the impression from some people that you're delivering mail, essentially. Guys, if you're not checking out the legendary Captain Coder, just go follow our friend, the Captain Coder, coding extraordinaire and educator as well. Go check out the Captain Coder, folks. Go check out the Captain Coder. Not tried it yet? Let me know, Silly Hat Man. I have also not played it. It's one of Optic Nerve's favorite games. And so that's one of the, that's why he requested it with all those channel points. Yeah, and then here we go, Captain Coder. This is the character so far. So Evelyn from The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. This character model that I picked is more based. The other thing that we're working on is here's Evie, Evelyn O'Connor from The Mummy. Forgot to add in the color. So Smorf, we're just adding in the colors now for this one, and then we'll be blending them before we finish up for the evening. Nothing too wild tonight in terms of time. I'm gonna have some dinner after this, Smorf. I don't know what we're having. I'm sure it'll be something that is pretty okay. Pretty okay, at least. In and out of attendance, learning some deep child stuff. I'm pondering as a child. Oh, no worries at all, Fortuitous Travelers. I just want you to have a lovely time. Never have to be full attentive. Just never even have to be attentive. If you want to lurk, that's okay. You can lurk in however you see fit. Anything at all is lovely. We just like having you here. And again, Smorf, thank you for the raid, madame. Did order 2 samples from us out. What did you order, Smorf, if I may ask? Did you order a clothing item or did you order a different flavor of item? We're allowed to lurk? I mean, only if you want to, Captain Coder. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Captain Coder. Captain Coder's like, oh, if I could leave. Shirt and a mug. Nice, Smorf. Very cool, Smurfosaurus. Which design? The Cornosaurus mug? Excellent. Come back because of chill vibes, positive energy, attitude. Fortuitous, we're glad to have you here. I think you might also win some channel points tonight, Fortuitous Traveler. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to get 2 pieces done tonight. So you will most likely be winning some channel points. Kippa, I really like the cute. It is pretty cool, Kippa, right? And all arted by Smorf. She's really good with all the shadow effects that she does. It's one of for me one of the most impressive components of her art. I'm so sorry, Smorf. That's not Gucci. That is not Gucci. I hope you're starting to feel a little bit better tonight, Smorf. If at all possible. Couple Lego sets, I'm building those. What are you building? Interesting discussion today at work. We talked about using ChatGPT to write code for some. For work we do, I write and sell playbooks for Linux management. Find ChatGPT is a great tool. So, Dig, I have some friends who do coding, and they've actually checked their code with ChatGPT, and they've said that it actually does a pretty good job in checking their code. Like Smike's right there for catching bugs. The only thing I will say, what I don't like about it, is that in one of the programs that I run, we've already started to get applications that are written by ChatGPT. And that's a little bit unfortunate because I feel like that should not be what it's used for. Like to have something write your application. But it seems like that is something that is occurring now. Can't put work code in it though. It'll use it down the line. Gotcha. The Bunny Creator 3-in-1, another Creator 3-in-1. It's a bit smaller than one of those yellow. Oh, cool, yellow Yoshi, nice. Who eats crickets, Kippa? Use it to write the code. I'll run it through a linter to catch any syntax errors. Nice, Dig. I mean, if you're using it as an assistant tool, I see nothing wrong with that. Because you're checking the code anyway. And it's pretty remarkable what it's able to do. We should eat crickets. Okay. I've eaten crickets for our 1,000 follower celebration stream. Thank you, Dakam. And honestly, it wasn't bad. It was just the flavoring on there was the really terrible part. The extra flavoring salt they put on was terrible. But nothing at all wrong with the cricket. Only use it to write things I already know how to do, says Smikes. Find a ChatGPT works best if you have a conversation about your code. Oh, cool. Path of least resistance or lazy ways to source creativity at times. It can, yep. Absolutely can, Fortuitous. I think some of the cases here it could be at risk of doing something negative like that, but there's also positives in using a tool like that as well, I think. Don't trust it to write things I don't understand. That's a good assessment, I think, Smikes. I've checked it for some science stuff, and it's gotten some basic stuff wrong. But it is an interesting tool. Hi, NMD. NMD, how are you doing? How was class, NMD? NMD, we actually made something for optic nerve. Believe it or not, NMD, we made something for optic nerve. NMD96. Do you want to see what we made for optic? He's been waiting some absurd amount of time for this piece, NMD. Like, I feel really bad for him. Thank you, Alert Smart. Class is great. I really like this professor, just hate the schedule. That's fair. Welcome back, Tarzan. Consider doing a project where I'm only allowed to use code generated by ChatGPT, so I have to use craft really good prompts. Yeah, you got this, Captain Coder. I mean, you're a captain after all. So I'm not going to question it. Now to change the codes it writes. Yeah, you got to get the questions well written then. Was there a wizard back with the Boolean? Oh, I have no idea, Fortuitous. How many? Tarzan, we're on number 2, and I think that's probably where we're going to end the night. So Tarzan, you and Fortuitous Traveler, I think, are going to win some channel points. So yeah, NMD, we finished the character from the video game Death Stranding for optic nerve. That's what he looks like there. Very specific request for code. 9 out of 10 already code. Totally fair, Dig. Totally fair. So this one here is one that we've done now. And then we have a second one. This is for Gwen. This one's for Gwen. Playing a superhero RPG game, and we fought an AI, and GM generated all the villain oh, that's cool, Toss. It's very cool. How was the game, Toss a Coin? It's not for you? Gwen, I thought you wanted all the characters. Gwen, I just want to make you smile, make you happy, make you chuckle even. Well, as NMD said, the daggers are size. I believe they are size, Smikes. I believe. It's awesome. The villain's monologues, not so much, was kind of the point. Gotcha. That, I mean, hey, it's a cool way of doing it. Were the monologues better, Toss, after the chat GTP updated it? We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. It has to be a member of a review team for a company to discuss feasibility of using AI in department environments, or use AI for customer-facing website and such. Nice, Dig. Crushing it, Dig. It is free to use, Gwen. Yeah, you can just go online and just Google ChatGTP, and you sign up for a free account, and you can just start using it. I don't know what prompts he was putting. I just know the results were weird. Marley's mad at you for being in class. That happens, NMD. I understand Marley's why he's maybe a little bit upset with you. And for those of you who don't know, NMD is the lovely and breathtaking leader of the army of tardigrades. Go follow NMD. The Watson, yeah, the Watson ones are pretty good. Using the Bing as its cheapest form. There's one that I checked out on Safari, Smikes. And that was free. Maybe it's the same one. Marlon won't stop yelling at you because he loves you already, NMD. He was distraught that you left. NMD, I saw that you saw we had a naughty person in here tonight. They were very naughty, NMD. They were very, very naughty. Charlie SciAnts is also a concern of mine. I love the Terminator movies, but not Gucci. The free ones are... Oh, gotcha, Smikes. I gotcha. Then that's probably what it is. Yeah, we had a smelly in here, NMD. Immediately leave a site when encountering an AI assistant or helper. Same decision with Tree. Opposite of calling a store like Best Buy. Unique case not covered by program answering services. Yeah, there was an automated service that I was dealing with the other day. We were trying to get Nightbot its lifetime subscription from Twitch, and when I did the contact form and the AI generated answer Fortuitous Traveler, it brought to me was, we're sorry that you got follow botted. And I was like, no, that's not the issue at all. I want to give a gift sub to a bot. And then I emailed them, and then someone wrote back to me like, oh, we're so sorry about that. And they took care of it. But yeah, it was, I was like, no, I'm not reporting follow botting at all. Oh, no, it was a troll, Smikes. It was 100% a troll. I just rolled with it, and then they left. Work in IT, and I love tech and gadgets. Also didn't trust it at all. Don't even let Alexa and Google Home. Oh, but yeah, your phone is still listening, though. That's fair. That's fair. Each time, 2 hours or more asking about jobs at Best Buy. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of triaging that they have. Apparently, I was gifted a sub by the stink of my rear at first. Thank you. And second, wow, what a name. Right? Trello Traveling. How you doing, Traveling? You can technically tell Alexa to stop listening. Yeah, and then she'll start listening again, Smikes. It's fine. Smikes, it's only an illusion to make you think that she will stop listening. If you believe that she actually stops, then that's... If it helps you sleep, my friend. Traveling Tater, we're doing alright. We're finishing our second piece of art for tonight before we raid on out for the evening. We're near finished. Just adding in the colors, we're going to blend them together, and then we're all set to go. I hope you've had a lovely, well, week so far. I keep forgetting it's Wednesday. I can't.
Make it so.
Can't really tell what day it's supposed to be. It doesn't feel like it's Wednesday though. Like that it's already Thursday that we're hitting. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Traveling Tater. This is the one we finished. The Sam Porter Bridges character. Waiting for the day I wake up, my Roomba tries to kill me. See, that's why we don't have a Roomba. So we don't have a Roomba. Actually, it's more because of it's because of the cats. To be totally honest, it's because of the cats. And then this one traveling is Evelyn O'Connor from the Mummy series. It's what I call a cinematic masterpiece. And we're doing all the main characters. If you type actually ! Cinematic, you can trigger the Mummy to show up. It's always fun. Oh, Kippa for subs. The command will work for subs, and it triggers a little GIF. But you do get the verbiage that goes with it. Here we go. Thank you, Spikes. I am so sorry, Silly Hat Man. We don't have a never what, never who, never what, wise man. We don't have one here, Silly Hat Man. But we do have, for subs, you can type...
I like your pants around your pants.
Thank you, Smike's just in my head. Like your pants around your pants.
Escuche.
Never who, what, wise man. Silly Hat Man, it makes me chuckle so very much. Oh, we also have this one, Silly Hat Man, that you might recognize.
My best friend.
We'll do a little high five on the screen. You know, they do a little high five. It's also exclamation point BFF, but they do a little high five there. My best friend. Thank you, Plain Old Trey, for that sound alert. Heard a few. I'm so sorry, Silly Hat Man. I apologize, Silly Hat Man, for berating your ears with gammon things. So in college, I was on a team that showed how to hack a Roomba layout. We cleaned out the house, scoring 100K installing. Oh my god. Nice. That's awesome, Dig. Dig, you don't by chance have like a video of that. Never apologize for being so interesting, Silly Hat Man. I'm always sorry. I'm perpetually sorry. Because I feel like Silly Hat Man, I owe you better, Silly Hat Man. You, with a name like that you make me smile every single morning that I see you, okay? The bet I can at least I could do better, Silly Hat Man. I could try to do better. Who has 100K worth of stuff in their house? Smikes. Fancy people. You know, like one nice piece of jewelry. You know, depending on how much you have insured for. You know? Santa, that's true. Santa is true. Do not have to sign a waiver that... Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, Dig. Hi, Kels. Tater, it's not Procreate. We're using Clip Studio. So here are all the softwares that we use. Guys, also, please go follow our lovely and amazing friend Kels Bells, who just snuck in here. Amazing maker and crafter extraordinaire. And if you like fish on your hat, please go follow her, because she has a fish hat that she made. She crocheted a fish hat, and it's one of the coolest things ever. Please go drop her that follow and ask to see the fish hat. Busbot is here too. I'm sorry. Busbot regularly gets deleted here, which may or may not be upsetting. What kind of fish? Silly Hat Man, Magikarp. Magikarp fish. The hat isn't made out of too many fish. It's made out of like 3 fish. Maybe. It's a Magikarp hat, and when you trigger, you can also trigger redemption to put Kels into a hot tub. So if you time things correctly, that she gets the fish hat, and then you put her into a hot tub, it's even funnier. So, yeah, Kels makes Silly Hat Man. So it's almost fate that y'all follow each other. Even though Silly Hat Man claims that he doesn't stream.
Back in Gucci.
We'll fix that one day. Alright, let's blend our colors, and then we're all, as Travel the World said, Gucci for today. Okay. Exactly. My follower count is growing, who knows? Silly Hat Man. We're going to do the thing for you in a moment, okay, my friend? We're going to do the thing for you in a moment. Actually, we might be able to do it now. There we go. Guys, everyone go follow Silly Hat Man. Go peer pressure them. Not, like, actually peer pressure, but just, like, out of love for Silly Hat Man. Anyone silly... Meet Kels, listen. Silly Hat Man mods for our friend Plain Old Trey, who I love to hang out with in the mornings. And every time I see his hat, or his name, the Silly Hat, I always smile. And so I feel like just at minimum we're owed a follow for that. You can see my dog in my wife's robe on my profile picture, which is nice. That is very nice, Silly Hat Man. I love dogs, and I don't, you know, I like the idea of robes, but that's where my love of robes ends. They, on the idea front, they sound really good. Like they'd be so comfy. And then I just, you know, I have one. And I wore it a couple of times in New Hampshire, and it was just hanging in the bathroom in here at the house for a couple of years. And then Lita finally was like, honey, can we put this away? You're not, are you going to wear it? No. Can we put it away? Yeah, we can put it away. Why do we have it up? I don't know. I like the idea of it. I did like the idea of it, Silly Hat Man. No, actually, I mean, my grandma, Kels, she found this robe in my parents' place. And she was like, your mom and dad don't want it. All right. Do you want me to send it to you? No, I'm not going to wear it. She's like, oh, why not? I'm like, because I don't wear them. Older, and it was 30 in the 70s. He had one of those 70s way too short robes he always wore. So embarrassing. My dad also has one of those robes still. Silly Hat Man. Yeah, he still does. I feel like you wear it. No, look, Smikes, I've never been in a hotel, like a fancy enough place that gave bathrobes. So I can't even tell you if I would. Use them in the winter? Well, Grimly, it's because you're fancy. You're a man of class, Grimly. I am, you know, I'm a little bit of a silly willy, Grimly. I like, again, the idea of it sounds very nice, but then I usually just will get overheated, or I don't know. Or the cats like to bake on it. It's a whole thing. A different environment with rock robes. Used to, they were comfy. Again, they're comfy, and the idea of it is fine. It's just, I just can't do it, y'all. Now, if Kels were to make a silly fish robe, maybe. It might be the end up going with. A gift is just a bathroom decoration? Yeah. Terry cloth? What is terry cloth, Smikes? 21 degrees, so robes ain't necessarily, so we put them on the dog. Noise. Can't do it yet. Not yet. But one day, Captain Coder. Maybe. Possibly Captain Coder? Potentially Captain Coder. There we go. We're going to Ann Arbor. Very cool. Very cool, Kippa. Don't tell. I'm so sorry. I read it out loud. Many towers. Oh, gotcha. I have no idea, Grimly, what like a good material is. The ones that you see in the movies from hotels always look like there's something different. Like they look super fancy and soft. Not like most towels, right? All right. Good deal coming on together, y'all. Speaking of cool people also, folks, please go follow our friendos, Derek and Devin, over at Wacom Wednesday. Y'all probably know them at this point. Y'all probably even love them at this point. But go drop them a follow. Amazing maker and crafters. They're our stream team leaders.
Who let the ants out?
And they let the ants out, maybe.
Let's go!
They may have let the ants out, y'all. They may have let the ants out. But you know what? It's okay. It's going to be fine. Actually, I think Derek has had an ant issue, actually. But they may have let the ants out. Last time in Michigan, many years ago, I don't think I've ever been. I think maybe there was going to be eventually the chance to go because there's a lot of labs out there. Let them do their thing. Silly Hat Man. They sometimes nibble. But they're, you know, they're just saying hi. Sampling you. There are people trying to learn there in Ann Arbor? Yes. There's a lot of good, there's a good school out there for sure, University of Michigan. I've had friends who've moved to Ann Arbor as well. Okay. Working at State Fair, headed to Detroit, checked out some other areas. Nice. Which state fair, fortuitous traveler, if I may ask? The only state fair I've been to is the Georgia one. That was always fun. I'm trying to catch the oiled pig. It's not a joke. That is a thing. Y'all, I think we're done. Look at that. Not terrible at all. Let me grab the background and the logo. We'll pop it onto this piece and then we're all done. Look at that. Pretty good, I think, y'all. Snow will be rough. I hate snow, Kippa. We lived in New Hampshire for a while, and that nerfed me so poorly. That was very, very bad. All the snow and all the shoveling is what like really got me. Luckily, we're not in a place now that does that. Have been snowboarding. So Silly Hat Man, in New Hampshire, you'd imagine that I would have snowboarded some, but my shoulders have had so many, like I've had 4 shoulder surgeries, and because of that, I can't the skiing motion of like holding the two poles of like doing skiing was too much to be able to do. And then on top of it, like any kind of movement, like extra little pivot or whatnot would just like totally destroy me. So unfortunately, unable to do most of these things, which is too bad because I would have liked to try, but sometimes it's just too much, you know. Okay, let's save this. Then we'll go over to the just chatting screen. And yeah, but we got 2 pieces done. I would love that, Smikes. Injured on the hill, it's honestly risky. Yeah, just because they're re-nerfed, Silly Hat Man. Like, all the cartilage is gone. Just a quick review, y'all. What did we do tonight? We did 2 pieces. We did Antonia as Evie O'Connor from The Mummy and The Mummy Returns and The Mummy 3. And we also did Sam Porter Bridges from the video game Death Stranding. Death Stranding? Death Stranding? Yes, I think so. For the lovely Optic Nerve. Those are the 2 pieces tonight.